ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another replay cast. Today we are looking at one of my favorite tanks in the game, the M4A1 Revalorisé. I don't know, it's a French word, I don't know. Tier 8 premium French medium tank with a freaking 105 gun, 390 damage per shot, 200 and something penetration. A great tank after the buffs, one of the best premiums in the game. I love this thing. A lot of people compare it to the Scorpion and wonder why the fuck would you ever get this over the Scorpion, but this tank is just, it works in medium and close range way better than the Scorpion. It has better gun depression. Your tank is generally, it's still huge, but it's smaller and it's less vulnerable to take fire you can't respond to as well, unlike in the Scorpion where people can see your tank before you can even do anything about it. And we start off this game by shooting this SU-100 in the face. And I know what you're gonna say, but Fosh, you already used this video on fucking my favorite tanks thing. Yes, I did, I know, I'm a lazy fart, what can I do about it? Then again, this was a decent game and I wanted to showcase the rest of it as well. So, you know, IS-3 pushes really aggressively into the city. We are here and we want to pick up this SU-100. We do that for taking one shot from the super pushing, so not too bad. If the IS-3 actually dies here, we're gonna be in a great shape to push the rest of them as well. And this is a pretty interesting fight because I literally, well, up until this point I was shooting every time I reload, and now we have a bit of a time off and see an opportunity to maybe get a shot on this guy, and we actually do manage to somehow land that shot, which is rather nice. And now this VK, or IKEA 65 thinks that he wants to sacrifice his hit points to the mighty M4 Rev, so that is exactly what happens. And now the super pushing is pretty fucked. There's no way he's gonna fall back. Well, there is a way he's gonna fall off, but we fall back, but we're never gonna let him do that. So yeah, right in the Cupola, and this alpha damage, man, it just wrecks people. It just wrecks people really badly, and that's what makes this tank good. It has a good gun depression, good aiming time, good alpha damage, decent enough pen. I mean, it's not great for shooting frontally like IS-3s and shit, but you just avoid doing that and you'll be gold. And the ultimate shot trading machine, especially when it comes to medium tanks. And while this is not the fastest medium tank in the game, you could argue, like, you know, IS-3A isn't much slower than this and hits for the same damage, but the gun handling, the gun depression is much better on this, and it still is a bit faster than an IS-3A, so you have that going for you as well. Plus the APCR is actually really nice, as the shell velocity increases drastically, and you're more easily able to land shots at long distances. You can aim for longer because you know your shell velocity is really high and that it's gonna take no time to hit the enemies. You also have to lead them less, which is generally easier. So now the score is 8-6, so we're not even winning that convincingly. We are in the cap circle, but our team decides not to cap, thank fuck. So, you know, we're still gonna have a game in our hands, and that is exactly what I want to see here. The Oho on full health, this guy is gonna be the first target, and 440. Nice roll there, really enjoyed that one. And now a Yak Tiger, a VK. The Yak Tiger is actually trying to peek me. I don't really want to fuck with the Yak Tiger, especially in that kind of an angle where he could get a shot before I could get gun depression for him, but then he decides to be a nice guy and show his side to me. Kind of a common thing in the end game stage here. The Yak Tiger is the first one to just clearly ignore me for some reason. I mean, actually managed to put 2 shots into him, finally get a low roll as well. Those 440 rolls are a bit silly for this kind of a gun. And the reload of this tank is also in a pretty good spot. It's around 10 seconds, a bit more, enough time for you to get unspotted after each shot you fire. Good against Arty, good against, you know, generally playing from playing any kind of support position. I think this is actually the first shot I bounce in this game. Should have probably shot this T-32 and not kill our own E-25, but I'm just a silly wanker, so E-25 dies and the T-32 gets killed by the Tiger 2. By the sound of the annoying siren, you can tell that we are getting capped. But the Scorpion should be able to at least reset for us to think about that later, and there you go, that's that taken care of. And now we're gonna pick this E-25 again, and as you can see, the aiming time on this gun is really spectacular for the amount of damage you do per shot. And now we're looking for this Oho. We don't really want to go for him because DPM wise he's gotta murder me. He's still on quite a lot of health, and since the Tiger 2 does not understand the concept of flanking, I'm gonna turn around and go this way and see where the hole went. He could be sitting there right in front of the Tigers, or he could have actually pushed this way, which would be better for me, as I would be able to farm him for more damage. And this is like the perfect site I could see. I should have really tracked him here. I didn't really want to bounce the shot, as a lot of these Japanese heavy tanks have quite thick ass armor. You don't really want to bounce shots for no reason there, so I just go for the damage and make sure I damage him with every chance I have, and he actually misses his shot. I still need 2 shots to finish him off, but I don't want to shoot his front, so I'm gonna go for the flanking. He tries to go with tries to block me off, but this tank isn't that slow, and now he's gonna get a shot in me, but to be honest, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's the last guy left alive, and we're gonna be able to farm him as well, as long as the Tigers don't get here in time, which they did not, and that is the game. And in the end, we get an ace tank here, 4,364 experience with the double, high caliber, 5,290 damage done, 301 assisted with 4 kills. And that ended up being 1,385 base experience game. Pretty easy game, actually. Quite a steamroll there, but you can see the potential of this tank. Like, just shitting on people, 390 damage at a time is extremely powerful. Really makes this tank stand out from the rest of the tier 8 premium mediums. And profit-wise, that was 143,000 before the repairs and resupply of ammunition, and close to 130k after. So pretty good profit there for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.